Thank you from 10.
And lost in 5 finals, so he's been through every kind of emotion conceivable on the big stage.
Foul, MS.
Against Barry Hawkins, an incredible run. And then, of course, toppling the world champion as well, from 4 each at the end of their first session.
As is so often with these double session matches, you cannot win the game in that session. You can lose it, but you can't win it. And he's going to have to a whole lot worse as he overcuts that red.
And you can see the disappointment on his face. He knows that was an early opportunity to...
Didn't see him missing that red. It wasn't all that difficult. Controlled that one lovely.
As Stephen has pointed out, in both of those finals, he had a lot of ground to make up.
7.
I think what he got up to in the little break, what he did, there is a lot on the line. There's an awful lot on the line tonight for him, not just to get his hands on a big trophy, but all the prize money incentives, all the tournament incentives going forward for the rest of the season. Get rid of any early nerves. The butterflies will be in the stomach, there's no doubt about it.
36.
It would also hurt Higgins if he could...
He looked dialed in.
Having got the experience of a big final under his belt.
And as you say, it would be a priceless lesson really for Yize, how those 2 previous finals went. But of course, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And tonight we're going to learn a lot about him.
So that black Wu has punished him like a veteran. That's what it's all about.
$74.
An individual performance in a tournament outside of the World Championship. It's been an absolute barrage of scoring this week from Yize.
Yeah, Mark Allen made 14 in this tournament. Oh, that's a shame. Just caught the cushion, so the red stays out, but that was a lovely break nevertheless. Exactly the start Yize wanted. He leads 6-4. 4 frames away from the title.
And that's always the case when you...
He stayed down on it. He wasn't 100% sure, and it did a tour of the lip of the pocket, but it's dropped for Higgins, who... But he's missed another red to that right corner. Concerning signs for John Higgins. In twice.
For so long, you look at the top of the rankings and you just kind of presume that the likes of Trump, Kyron Wilson, this now could be a mistake. That cue ball is going to travel. Well, he was looking for the faintest of edges there, John, in trying to return that cue ball back to Bork.
It's already noticeable that...
Yes, and I think if you're in the corner of Yize, you'd be pretty pleased to see him actually take just that second longer. There was... maybe just lost his composure for a moment or two and...
Back at the table quickly.
Yeah, and actually at times towards the end of that session when Wu was at the table, it almost looked like he was holding his breath. It was so quick and... got very close to that long red, didn't he?
It's just been his all-round game that has been so impressive, particularly in the last couple of rounds against Sean Murphy, who's been playing.
Yeah, controlled it well. He's pushed another red into play, but...
No.
You can never write John Higgins off. You'd be a crazy person to do that. He's played it well.
Shut.
Sometimes that overhead angle
$46.
Ronnie O'Sullivan hits the big 5-0 next month.
It's amazing how quickly a break can unravel when
John Higgins, 54.
And to win a frame like this would make a huge difference. It would be a major blow to Higgins, who... You could see his disappointment when he landed as straight as he did on the red. It made life a lot harder, so... Whenever you're using pace like that, it just makes the pot so much harder. You've got to be deadly accurate.
But that would leave a tempter. So just doing anything there, really.
Another wonderful piece of cueing from Yize. He is so dangerous.
The red somewhat safer towards the left side cushion, but that now really is John's only hope. And what an angle he's got on this brown. Oh, he's not found the gap, has he? Well, he's mightily unfortunate there.
Even though he's 32 in front, 43 left. But he's played that very well. Then again, when Yize is at the table, nothing's safe.
What a fantastic pot to get himself in. And that is a very well played positional shot also. Here's the double again. He could just get past the first red to find the potting angle of that red into the middle pocket. This black was very nicely played. This could really give Yize a big lift. And equally a big blow to John Higgins. Well, this green is really not a nice shot to have. Well, that really is a special shot. That is absolutely brilliant from Yize.
And Yize has conjured a massively important clearance to the black to steal it, courtesy of that nerveless and quite brilliant green. Look at this again. Absolutely superb. He had to play it at that pace to be on the brown. He went all out for it.